You know you're having a bad time when you look out the window and you see a fat squirrel and you're jealous because he just looks so well fed. So today's turning into an interesting day. I went to my fridge this morning to get breakfast, as one does in the morning, and there's like nothing in there. And I'm not gonna go out into the cold to get food. I'm not doing it. So like any rational person, I think to myself, okay, we only have so much food. We wanna make what we have last. What do? Why don't we try one meal a day for 7 days straight? Because I can't just do one little thing. I've gotta make it this whole big challenge. I've actually wanted to try like an OMAD challenge of some kind for a while now. I don't know if it's just because I watch so many dudes eat giant plates of steak and eggs, but I'm just kind of like, man, I wanna know what that's like. But in the past, me and fasting just, I don't know, we haven't really vibed. Every time I've tried to do it, I don't love it. I don't know. So this kind of gave me a push over the edge, you know? And my plan is really, really simple. I'm gonna give myself an eating window of like 6 p.m. to 7:30 and just call it one meal. Because I'm a little nosher and I like to eat while I'm cooking, and I feel like my brain is not gonna know that it's not just like one giant hour-and-a-half meal. I am also totally allowing for coffee because I do not drink cream or sugar in my coffee, so it's really just water with, you know, plant toxins, but not plant matter, so it's not food. And if you're wondering why I'm eating so late, it's really just because the rest of my family eats at that time, and I hate watching other people eat while I'm not eating. It's excruciating. Hopefully I'll be able to make it to 6, but that's something that I'm willing to adjust as the week goes on. And yeah, that's really my plan. It's just, you know, survive until 6 p.m. when I can eat 2 pounds of chicken wings and hope I don't, you know, die by the morning. I won't die. That's so dramatic. Here's what we got. I don't know how much I can eat. Like I don't know how much food I eat if I only eat once a day. So I'm starting myself with 6 wings and a very overcooked sausage. And I feel like that's gonna be enough. I don't wanna overload myself and get like really super stuffed and gross. So we're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully everything goes well. I would actually rank today as quite easy. This was not a difficult day, and maybe that's because I was sedentary. Maybe it's because I had a lot of work on my plate, so I was distracted. It got really hard when I started making the actual wings. Then I was ravenous. But other than that, it was deceivingly easy. I do not expect it to be this easy tomorrow. I am curious though to see if I've lost any weight. I don't think you know, maybe I'll go down a pound. I'm not sure. I weigh myself every day, so maybe, I don't know, maybe. And really, if it had changed by too much, I wouldn't have believed it anyway. I'm already hungry, so that's exciting. It's 7 a.m. But my energy is good. I feel pretty good when it comes to just being awake and alert. I didn't sleep so well, but that's the coffee's fault. Honestly, I shouldn't have brought the coffee in because it messes with the data. I'm not particularly happy right now that I'm a little hungry, but I can survive. We'll see how I'm doing at 1, right? I'm hungry. That's how I'm doing. That's it. I'm just hungry. You know, if I was with people, I'd probably be very irritable and annoying, but luckily it's just me suffering alone. I'm also gonna take this electrolyte packet because the internet says that's a good thing, and I'm just gonna blindly trust the OMAD groups on Reddit. But hopefully by 5 o'clock, this is gonna be easier. No, I wouldn't say it's any easier at 5 o'clock. No, I'm fussier at 5 o'clock, and I'm hungrier at 5 o'clock. And I've been working all these hours just fighting off the cravings. Oh my God. Do you know how many channels make food videos? Apparently my entire feed is just food videos, because anytime I went on socials, it was like, don't you want to eat? Oh my God. Let's just skip to the steak. 1 more hour and I get a steak. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Okay, you're filming.
Thank you. I almost called that bacon. We have steak, we have bacon, we have a lone chicken wing. I have no idea if this is too much food, and I don't care. I'm just gonna eat until I can't breathe. Nope, that's not healthy. Maybe I'll self-regulate a little bit. But I am curious if this is gonna hold me over through my class tomorrow morning, because that workout is kind of intense, and I am kind of nervous about only going in with dinner in me. So yes, let's see how that goes. Okay, that went really well. That was easy. Like, I wouldn't say it was easier than normal, but I was not extra tired. I still feel really good. I've got a lot of energy, and we have had an interesting development that I'm very curious to see how it's gonna affect the rest of this week. Buckle up, because your lady just got her period. And if you got just squeamish about me saying period, this is actually very interesting data. Because here's the thing, I have heard mixed reviews on fasting for women, point blank. You know, I've got people like Dr. Kiltz who want pregnant women to be eating one meal a day. He's a 1 meal a day person. Then I've got, what's her name? I'll put her picture right here. I've heard her say she doesn't want women intermittent fasting at all. So I'm curious if at the end of the day I'm just gonna be completely exhausted because workout and menstrual cycle. I wonder, let's see. Okay, how are you doing, Ariel? This is me talking to me. How are we doing? I'm okay, Ariel, I'm okay. Actually, today it's been kind of rough, but not rough. Again, good energy, like I'm fine, but I'm hungry, and so I'm fussy, and this is the weekend. And you know, when I'm at work, I'm just laser focused into my work. There's no hanging out, no one's around. But the weekend, everyone's around, everyone's eating, everyone's, you know, just relaxing. So there's not as much distracting myself from the hunger. So this definitely feels like something that's more conducive in my life, or is easier on a weekday when I'm working. And so, but tomorrow's the halfway point. So maybe something interesting will happen. Hopefully, or this is gonna be a very boring documentary. Wait a second. Yo, I lost 4 pounds. That's a lot. I don't believe it. 4 pounds in 3 days. It's 3. It's 3 pounds. Decimal points. It's not that impressive. Okay, but seriously, if you're somebody who's been losing weight and then plateaued, you understand there's a certain level of frustration when that happens. And you know, losing 3 pounds in 3 days, well, that's a mighty fine result. But it makes me ask the question, is it worth it? Because by golly, am I hungry? And I was looking up on Reddit, and some people adapt to OMAD right away, but some people, it can take them months. Would I want to do this for months just to kickstart weight loss? And if I stick with it, what do I do after I've lost the weight? Like, do I go back to normal eating? Will my body be okay with that? Do I need to slowly go back to normal? Is there a new normal? I don't really have the answers, but I think it's a question worth investigating. Oh, and if you were wondering about my cycle, that seems to be exactly the same. I mean, maybe my cramps have been a little bit lighter this time, less noticeable, but that could just be because I'm a little distracted being hungry all the time. Though I will say, instead of taking snack breaks, I took cleaning breaks today, and I think that's a very good use of my time. Okay, my people. I know it's day 6. It's not day 7, but I don't need to wait till day 7 to figure out how I feel about this. I'm done. Your girl is done. And the thing is, the weight loss, that's tempting. That's hard to give up. 4 pounds in 6 days. I could just slide into my goal weight if I kept doing this. I totally understand why people like stay on it for a long time. But I don't know when my body's gonna stop being hungry all the time. And I am frustrated and over it. I don't like being hungry all the time. It's just, the trade-off is not worth it for me. So I'm considering doing 2 OMAD during the week, you know, because when I'm working, I don't really need to to eat. It's just my hunger bugs me. But maybe if I eat a little bit in the morning, maybe that will hold me out until the evening and we can do a 2 meals a day sort of transition. The other thing is I get a lot of dopamine from eating because I'm a snacker, and I've kind of realized over this week, I guess this is a benefit of doing this experiment, I realized how much snacking is just kind of in my break periods, or, you know, if I'm going through doing something difficult, I go to snacking. Snacking has a lot of small dopamine hits for me. And to just cut that off, I noticed I would start compensating by either overeating at night, being unhappy if I wasn't eating very much, or eating things that maybe didn't sit the best with me, like beef jerky that had a lot of seasonings, which tends not to sit very well with me, or, you know, make me break out. I would go to those foods to get those dopamine hits I wasn't getting during the day. So I think this just isn't something that a personality like me can just slide into and be fine. I think for me, let's try 2 meals a day during the week. Let's see what happens, you know? Does the weight loss stop? Does it keep going? That's what I'm really curious about, because obviously something in this is working because the pounds just dropped. But life is all about trade-offs, you know? You want to go to the beach? Well, you're not going to go skiing. You trade off one for the other. For me, the trade-off of losing weight isn't worth feeling pretty hungry and sort of struggling my way through the adapting period. And that's it. That's my final conclusion. Thank you all for hanging out with me for this period of 6 days for me. Hopefully not too long for y'all. I'll give YouTube the cue to tell you to give you something nice to watch. And yeah, I hope you're having a good day. If it's not good, I hope it's good enough. Talk to you later.